think I am live and in color. Hello, hello, hello. Today is Sunday live stream. I'm a little later than I typically go on, but it's Sunday, so yeah. Today I want to eat some papaya. So we shall see. Hopefully it's good. I waited a few days before just to make sure it was ripe. So let's cut that. I'm going to set that up. I don't know if I'm going to need a plate or I can just like scoop right off of it. I don't know. We shall see. I got my spork, my deep plate here, my knife. Let's see. Oh, my tray. And let's cut it up and see. Oh, and the trash can. I think that's all I should need. Well, besides some wipes if it gets messy. And some napkins, but we'll see. Hopefully I don't get too messy. Let's cut this up. Let's take this off. It's a little stuffy in here. All right, y'all. Good Sunday morning to everybody. I'm going to put this plate to the side. I should probably bring my my folding table, but my lap will be just fine. How are you guys? Let's see. It's getting a little wonky here. So far it looks good. So far so good. Throw that away. So I was watching a video earlier that was talking about you don't actually own anything. Yeah, I guess you really don't. You own it, borrow it for a little while. I could see their point. You enjoy it for a little while, but when you pass, you don't take it with you, that's for sure. All right, it's looking good. It's a little dark in here, but I tend to keep my curtains up so people don't really see in. And then I do have tint in my windows, but it helps a lot. But I keep my curtains up just because I don't want people like gawking in here. So anyway, what do y'all think? You think you really own something? You purchase it, but I don't know. That's got me thinking throughout the years where I was more naive. You really don't. You really don't own it. Stop paying your taxes on it, right? You don't own it. They'll take it from you. But heck, enjoy it while you can. But knowing that you can't take it with you, knowing that you don't really own it, would that make you buy differently? Would that make you not purchase certain items? I don't know. Y'all can put that in the comments. Would that make you not want to buy something or actually buy something? Because it can go both ways, right? All right. Looks like caviar. The seeds. I'm going to try it. There's papaya. So yummy. It's good. It's good. I'm glad. Sometimes you get some that are not really, really good. What have y'all been up to? We had a thunderstorm roll by last night. It was a little scary. There was a lot of wind rocking everything, but we're good. We're good. Me and the shit hit the fan van. We're good. So Oh my gosh. I should have actually bought some lime and like put lime in here and then just spooned it. That would have been delicious, but I did not. Right. Whew. Things are going crazy over this election. People are going real crazy. I did vote though. How I celebrated my Halloween was by standing in line for a few hours and voting. There we go. So now if there's any juice runoff, we are good. I don't think y'all have commented anything. I don't know if I've seen anything. Okay, good. All right. Yeah, it's just be relaxing. No work today. I'm taking the day off. It's kind of a yucky weather. Mm-mm. This is actually really good. Y'all want some? Mm. I should have titled it more mukbang, but it's all right. I'm not good at titling these live streams. But yeah, the past few years, it's made me think more and more of I want to have like a ton of properties and rent it out and make it seem like I'm more financially secure, but I don't know. I'm leaning more towards minimalism, towards more just a simple life and enjoying family versus enjoying toys. So that's what I'm focusing more on actually. Mm-mm-mm. So instead of trying to save money to purchase, I'm actually living even more simply now, back in the van and not really stressing about how I'm going to be paying bills. Like I'll work for a little bit and my bills have actually went way down. I'm not looking for the $1,000 range. It's more like $500 range. So I might do an updated like budget video, maybe, maybe not. I don't know. To kind of explain what my current budget is, but I'm trying to get it to the bare bones. Only what I have to pay, which is pretty small comparing to the average American. But my Mint Mobile is coming up on a whole year because you have to pay 12 months in advance if you want the discount price. Last time I got it for $40 a month plus taxes, fees, whatever. Good morning, Skylar. How are you? Um, and I have next month, I think is when, excuse me, get a runny nose. Next month should be my renewal for Mint Mobile. So I think I'm going to go down to the $15 a month versus the $40 a month. Mm-mm-mm. That saves me quite a bit, a lot, over half. I think it's about 180 or somewhere around there. If I do the $15 a month for the 12 months, and then they add some kind of fee or two, but it ends up being closer to like 20-ish bucks a month versus 40 something $50 a month. And then I have full coverage, which is well, it was 150 and then it went down to like 120 something. And I'm keeping full coverage because in these areas, Tornado Alley, we will have hail, and I don't want the windshield to go kaput. I don't want something to go. Maybe summertime I'll drop it to liability, but for now I'm gonna keep the $100 something full coverage. What else do I have? And then of course, your maintenance, food, things like that. Mm, storage unit. I'm in the Dallas Fort Worth area. And yes, papaya. Papaya, papaya. I've been wanting watermelon, but last time I got watermelon, it wasn't that good. And I think the season for a lot of this fruit is going more into like pumpkins and potatoes, things like that. But I love fresh fruit and I wanted to switch it up from a ton of bananas. Yeah. I don't, I've stopped sharing like a lot of personal stuff, but I don't know. Some people on here get a little like they want to know a little too much. But now I'm not saying that you're asking like where I am, but it's too much. It's not. I've already said, and I'll continue to say like that's kind of a general thing. But some people get a little too nosy, so I've just like stopped oversharing. It just that's why I don't do a lot of like the budget videos and things like that. I'll do more like in general type of videos. Well, I sent her the link to join me, but I guess she's busy. I was talking to her on the phone earlier and the baby was cranky, was kind of crying, so she's probably tending to the baby. Yeah, you guys won't really see me um too much at her apartment because there's not enough parking there. So there's like a couple parking spots per unit and they already have two vehicles. And last time I was there helping her, there was some neighbors complaining about um, me taking an extra parking spot. So that's why I don't really park at hers. I'll go see her, but I don't really park at her apartment like I did before. Yeah, I'm not sure if she'll be on live stream or not, but I did send her the link. So I don't know how long the link is good for, if she wants to pop up on here or not. A sense of wonder. Hi. Hi there. Yeah, today I'm just relaxing a little bit. Not not worrying about going to work. Um, It'll probably be raining here pretty soon. There was a storm come through last night, and the wind was blowing like crazy, and lightning and thunder. And it gets a little scary, but I mean, you sleep a little bit better, but at the same time, you get a little bit more paranoid just because the tornado alley. Sometimes there is tornadoes not close by, but you hear about them, and I'm like, ooh, good thing it wasn't here where I am. Mm. Yeah, yeah. The spring forward, fall back. Yeah, we went back an hour. It sure did. I can't even see what time is it? It's almost 1 o'clock here, Central Time. So 12:52 is what my phone says right there. Yeah. So how I've been eating fruit since I was real young, I see people just like slice it in half and just spoon it. And it makes so much sense versus having to slice it and cut it. And I like it both ways, but this is less messy. So if there's a fruit that's a little bit more juicy, all that liquid just kind of stays in there unless you pierce through it. But I like it better this way. A lot of times I'll just like squeeze some lime, put some salt, and then just like fork it or spoon it. Well, this is a spork it, and it tastes really yummy. So maybe that's a hack for van life. I don't know. That would be a nice hack. Easier cleanup. I should probably do a video about that. How to eat fruit less messy in a van, or eating fruit the easy way. Van life. I don't know. You always have to have those like clickbaity titles, right? Let's see. We have a question about van life. What do you think the biggest challenge? Oh gosh. The biggest challenge. Definitely, I think there might be quite a few. I don't know about the biggest challenge. It's more just getting used to it, I guess would be the biggest challenge. Getting used to the different, because there's a lot of things of adjustment. The adjustment period, maybe, because, yeah, that would be it. Getting adjusted to a van, especially if you don't have the running water, the amenities that you're used to, just like parking in the same parking spot and having, to me, is the bathroom, the running water, and finding a place to park, a nice, safe place to park that people aren't going to be constantly walking by and being noisy during the night, or worrying about getting the knock and just like everything in general. I think the most challenging thing is the adjustment. Yeah. And things take a lot longer just in general, where you can like wake up and go to your restroom and get a shower and cook your food and everything within that little area. Most of the time you have to get up. I have a this trash can here. I don't have like a porter potty. So this doubles as my potty at night if I have to like pee or anything. Um I'll use that. Otherwise, I just wait till the morning and go to a restroom, but yeah, like the adjustment from having everything conveniently located and whatever to not. I think that's the hardest. You need to get a solar battery. What size do you recommend? I recommend the bigger the better. The more you can afford, the better. Um, because when you're able to get a bigger battery, bigger size battery, then you can do more with it. And it sounds like duh, right? So generalized. I like to have uh, a couple small ones. Like I have two small ones, and then I have a big one. And recently, I was sent an actual battery, which then I had to kind of put together. And I didn't put it together. Tim did. He put my system together. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to put it together instead of it being already done for you, which it can be cheaper. And I have two 600-watt ones. I have a 2000-watt Blue Eddie, and then I have an actual battery. So I have quite a bit of power, but I don't have it all with me. I recommend a couple different ones. If you're more tech savvy or you don't mind building one, then I would just buy um the biggest battery that I can afford and put like a couple hundred watts of solar on the roof, and then just do that. But it really depends on what your necessities are. Like, some people can be just wanting to charge their phone, and that's it. They go out to eat, or they just make sandwiches, or like they just want to charge a phone and that's it. Have a fan and that's it. And some people have where they even have a CPAP machine. They have a 12-volt fridge like I do. They want to actually cook their meals more often than eating out. And it's just going to depend, really. Some people have computers, some people run their business within their vehicle. Some people want a microwave. They want, like, it's just going to depend personally on you. But the smaller batteries, my batteries, I use to charge my phone, um, to like power a fan, like small things like that. And then my bigger one, I use it um, for a coffee maker, for the induction cooktop, for a hot pot, for the rice cooker. Um, I've used it to watch my 12-volt TV, things like that. You have a new Jackery solar panels. Where do you recommend to install them? I have a Toyota Sienna just like yours. Okay. So for me, I think a great spot. I have a couple suggestions. So far, I've enjoyed the setup that I have currently, but I still like my kitchen how I had it in the back in like an L shaped. So it's a little tougher because I have the big battery and it's heavy. So I don't want to be taking everything apart that Tim set up and then lifting the battery and then moving it, because I like to move my stuff around. But right now I'm kind of locked into this setup. So my setup is pretty simple. My kitchen is in the front, like right behind the driver's seat, and the passenger seat is just a straight line of a kitchen. Like, that's it. I have simplified it to like having hardly anything here because I have a storage unit and I can just like keep everything that I don't need out of the van. So that helps. It just makes it feel nice and minimal and clean in here. But yeah, so that would be one great option. I know some people put on the side, they put their whole kitchen, and that's cool. That's kind of like a Westphalia look where you have your bed on the one side and then the kitchen closet on the other side. I like that look too. But I have my main battery stuff behind this seat down there. That's where Tim hooked me up and like he set it all up for me. And then my bed is right here along this side, and I have this chair to kind of just lounge on sucky days like today. It's going to be raining on and off, and I'm not going to be sitting outside or doing whatever outside. And this is a nice lounge. So I can sit here instead of being up front. I can kind of just chill and enjoy, kick my feet up, watch a movie on my phone, stuff like that. So it's nice to have like an actual chair, a comfortable chair, and then my bed right there. Let's see. So depends on how simple you want to go. Do you have a lot of stuff? Do you have a storage unit? Can you empty a lot of stuff? What kind of layout? Because I do like this. It's pretty simple, but my ideal kitchen would be how I had it on the um, almost like an L shaped, but definitely on the driver's side, and then my bed on the passenger side. And I'm not able to do it with this setup, and I really miss that. That's my favorite setup actually, to have it like that. I like to come in through the driver's side. I'm still able to do that. I can come in through both sides, but more often I come in through the passenger, and I like to come in through the driver because I'll park, and instead of hopping to the back, I'll like exit the driver door real quick, and I'll open my side door and come in and shut it and call it a night. I do like that one a lot better. Let me see. You have the blue Eddie EB3, but need bigger. Okay. Yeah, I have that one too. I have the blue Eddie, the EB3, the 600 watts. And that's really nice. It charges really fast, up to like the 80% or whatever. The bigger one that I have, that's the 2000 watt. It's a blue Eddie, but it's the older model. And that one takes a while to charge. It's not like these newer ones where it like charges super fast to about 80% and then it kind of takes its time. That one takes a while. Hmm. I would suggest 1500 to 2000 watts or more. If you can afford more, get more. But um, the cheaper in the long run, if you have somebody that can set up the wiring and everything for you, just get an actual battery and then set it up, because you get more bang for your buck that way, right? It's a bit cheaper, but it's more hands on. Skylar, yes, absolutely. Do you think I could put my solar panels on the roof? Yes, yes. I haven't done it. I have. I just brought my 100 folding watt suitcase, I guess panel it's called. It's a 100, and um, but what I want to do is put at least a 200-watt solar panel up here, and I have that. I have it in storage. I get tempted, but I'm like, I don't want it to have a hailstorm. That's my one of my paranoias. It's kind of dumb, but at the same time, I kind of worry about that because I've had my windows cracked with with the hail. It was a nasty hailstorm, and it cracked my windows, and I just get paranoid. I get paranoid. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get past that. But anyhow, yeah, you can definitely put at least one big solar panel going long ways. I've seen one lady in her minivan. I've seen a video where she had three solar panels going this direction instead of the long ways. It was the widthwise. She had three of them, and I believe each of them were 200 watts apiece. So she had a total of 600, and they would stick out a little bit on her the sides of her van. She didn't care. I'm like, ooh, I don't want it to be too noticeable. I don't want people to see me living here. I don't want, blah, blah, blah. I don't want that extra attention. But I mean, people are gonna know that you're like coming in and out of your van and everything. That's why I keep all this up here, because it just looks like one big curtain. But when it blocks like all the inside, but it's obvious if you have a curtain, right? So I don't know. In my head, I think I'm getting more away with it than not, than just being out in the open and people seeing like a whole bed in here. They just see like a black curtain. I think I'm getting more away with it in my head. I don't know how true it is, but that's what I think. Yes, the Blue Yeti EB3 charges fast. Yes, it does. I've noticed that compared to the older model that I got. It's a lot more wattage, and like I mentioned, it's the 2000 one that I think it's called the uh, AC 200P from the Blue Yeti. So that's the older model, and that one takes a little bit longer to charge. But it's nice. I mean, it's 2000 watts, right? Let's see. Can you use the battery? The battery that I have back here to charge, yeah, I should be able to just like plug it in and charge my smaller battery, EB3A from the big battery. I should be able to do that. I haven't done it. I just hook it up to the folding 100 water, and it just kind of charges. But yeah, the layout that after trying quite a few different layouts in here, I like to have my bed on this side, which is the passenger side, my kitchen and everything on the other side of the driver's side. But I have it. Ooh, I'm itchy. I have it completely opposite of what my favorite thing is, just because of the just having the chair there. Yes, kind of like the phones, right? They're always coming up with like the newer, faster, better, new, improved, everything, right? I would suggest waiting for like sales, like what is that? Cyber Monday, Black Friday sales, and when they're like 50% off. Wait for those kind of sales. But it might be the older models. I don't know. You'll have to keep an eye on that. But definitely, like some kind of big sales like that, you'll save at least 40-50% on them, because they do get pricey. They get pricey. If you don't build the units yourself, they get so pricey. Oh, wow. You have a Jacky 3000, and it came with a 200-watt solar panel. Very expensive. I bet. I bet. Yeah, I bet that's pricey. The reason why I thought about getting a Jacky, but then I heard that it has like a different connection. So either you have to get like an adapter to it, and I was like, well, I don't want to get an extra adapter connection, and just like I want to be able to use the same clips to go from my solar panel to my battery to whichever battery. So that's why I kind of have not bought the Jacky. I've just stuck more to purchasing the Blue Eddie. But yeah, that's why I chose that. I didn't want to have like a whole different one. And then it works with my other battery too, the same connectors. I just clip them together and they work. I don't have to have like a different kind of connection to it. I can't even remember what it's called. I think of so many what do you call them? Video ideas, but I never go through with them. I don't know. There's so many cool video topics that I would like to do, but I just don't. Then today I got to seeing a guy's video, and he works at a nursing home, so he gets to hear a lot of stories of the people that are living there. You know, what they wish they would have done, their regrets, just different kind of stories. And he was talking about how you don't really own anything, how a man was so distraught. He was older, and he had lived in his home for over 50 years, and he was so sad and crying and everything because he had to leave the home, and he loved it. You know, it's to him that was his home. But the guy was trying to make a point where it was like, well, I mean, you don't really own anything. You're just kind of borrowing it for a fee, right? You're just using it. You're using it while you're here, but then you just can't take it with you. So he advocates more for more of a minimalist lifestyle, You know, if it's something that you actually want, get it, enjoy it, but just have in the back of your mind, you know, you're just using it while you're here, which, you know, then he was going towards the topic of, will that make you not purchase something? Will that make you purchase something even more? Will that, you know, like, and then he also mentioned where, okay, well, generational wealth and you leave it to your kids or your grandkids. But he said that with the statistics or whatever, it only lasts about 3 generations. And so then after that, if you get lucky to have it passed down 3 generations, sometimes it just goes down to your kids, and then they sell it and they do whatever they want with the money, and then it gets lost or whatever, you don't have it, or I don't know. It got me to thinking about it. A sense of wonder. Well, thank you. You learned quite a bit from my channel. I appreciate all your advice. Well, thank you. Okay, I finished that one. Off to the next. Yeah, that's why I like YouTube. I learned so much off of YouTube. I call it YouTube University. I see so many great people on here, great channels. They give you so much advice. You know, you won't agree with 100%, 100% of the time, and that's fine. You know, you take what you want from it, take what works for you, because, you know, we're all different. We all aspire to different things. What I care about might not be something that you fully care about, or everything that I'm interested in. Of course, you won't fully be interested, but there's something here and there that will be useful. That's why I love watching YouTube. Hopefully that never goes away. I'm going to be so sad when YouTube is gone. All right, thank you. Thanks for stopping by and commenting and all that. But yeah, for sure. If you can afford the biggest and best system, get that. Get that for sure. You won't regret it. All right, yeah, have a good one. Let's see. So how do you have your van set up right now? Is it set up like this one? I've even seen some people have their beds going from like sliding door to sliding door widthwise. I think that's kind of the biggest or the widest part of the van. So I could see why they would do that too. And then some people have it on the third row seat area, but that's kind of narrow. Um, I would like it widthwise, but it feels kind of awkward to me to just open my doors and like boom, there's my bed. I like it long ways because it just feels kind of awkward. If I didn't have like the center console and like that was clear and I would just climb right through instead of having to hop over, maybe, I don't know. Maybe it would change in here. But I'm trying to keep it as light in here, as minimal in here. That way I'm not dragging like extra hundreds and hundreds of pounds, because that eventually adds up in weight and you get less fuel mileage. Although I do get pretty good fuel mileage. It's like 25 point something miles per gallon, which is not bad for a minivan. For a 2018 Toyota Sienna, not too bad. I hear some of them will get way more than that, especially if it's hybrid. They get excellent fuel mileage. Like, that would be really cool to get a hybrid van. But I've enjoyed this minivan. I really like it. I don't regret switching from the Prius to the Sienna at all. I like the space that's in here. What has been your biggest adjustment from sticks and bricks to van life? I think to me, after thinking about it, because there's so many things, it's more generalized, just the adjustment from going from all the amenities that we're used to practically not having much of anything but a vehicle with a bed and a few things. Like that's pretty much what it goes down to. And then how I don't know, however much money you put into it, how extravagant you get in here and build and everything. But I still like the no build. You have a couch cushion as your bed, the back side of the driver. Okay. Next to me is the fridge. Oh, okay, okay. Huh. Yeah, there's so many like different setups. I like them all. I like to switch it around and I haven't been able to ever since I put that big battery back there, but I get so tempted to like take it apart. I think all I have to do is um unscrew the cables that go directly into the battery and then leave everything the same. That's what Tim told me. Like that's all I have to disconnect. Then I can move the battery and then I can move um the wood frame that he built, but it gets a little heavy. And then where am I going to put it? And then having to move it and move it, so I just haven't bothered. Yeah, so then you have your bed going long ways, kind of like I have it, and your fridge is back here. Hmm. Yeah, I like having my bed like all the way pushed all the way forward. That way I have room in the back. And then I like to have room here. I just like to switch it up. Am I the only crazy? I like to switch it up. I probably get bored too fast or I just need something to do. I don't know. I guess it would be different if we could actually stand up in our vehicles. I would make my bed way up higher. I would put so much gadgets and electronic stuff and everything under my bed, but I'm not I've had it to where like I've had to like crouch down because the frame was so high and I could fit so much under and that was awesome, but like to have to be so uncomfortable sitting on my bed like that, that part sucked. That part sucked. It's like living in the Prius again. I didn't like that. I prefer my bed on the floor because it's more comfortable for some reason. If I put it on a frame or a cot, it's not as comfortable. I don't know why. I have no idea why that is, but it's more comfortable on the floor. Not me on the floor, but my mattress and foam and all that on the floor. It feels more comfortable. I've tried sleeping on like the actual floor, even like just on carpet, and it's too hard for me. I like a lot of cushion. I think I've already lost a few pounds. I had gained too much at my sister's eating too dang good. I can see like my as I look at myself, I've definitely lost some. Let's see, I have 2 containers for food and love the rice cooker. You could really make almost anything. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you wish you could stand up. I know. That's one of the but I wish I could stand up also, but not enough to mess with it and be cutting it and like adding some more inches to it and that extra expense to like have a higher rooftop. I think the only vehicle that I would add, and I'm just talking about like vans, if I had a full size van, then I would get those high tops, kind of like an ice cream truck. Then that would be cool. But I know a lot of them, like you have so much, you have that height restriction. And that's another thing. Like I want to deal with less restrictions, less laws, less people like being noticing me. Like I don't even have stickers or anything like that. I just keep my windows cracked a little bit because I have the rain guards, sun, wind visors or whatever they're called, rain guards, and then I keep this fabric as my curtain, and it's super dark. You can't see from the outside in with this. It blocks just about everything. Yes, for sure. Because I think we can only tow like 3,500 pounds max with the minivan. That's not very much. It sounds like a lot, but when you go and you see how much or how much it weighs, like a even a tiny little travel trailer, how much that weighs, that's around 3, 4,000 pounds right there. You can't tow it. So if you're not afraid to tow a travel trailer, um, depending on like where you were at, if you wanted to, because see that's another thing. If you have a travel trailer, which is awesome, and that combination to have like a little pickup, a travel trailer, and you're good. Because even like in the back of your pickup bed, you can make more like a little kind of how we have it here, right? You can still put your bed, you can still put your necessities, your fridge and your little cooking area, your little stove and whatever like your basic necessities in the back of the pickup bed. So that's always a great option. And then you can just take off for the weekend, for the week, whatever little short trip just with that. Leave your travel trailer parked. But are you going to pay to live in an RV park? Are you just going to take off somewhere and do the BLM land? Um, I don't know. I prefer to be I like my running water. I like my Planet Fitness showers. I don't know. You would have to be like in a bigger city for Planet Fitness or like uh that's it's all a give and take, right? It's all a give and take. Oh, you never had a travel trailer? Park wherever you could. Okay. Yeah, because depending on where you want to live, what areas you travel, they can get really restrictive. Like Cali for sure. That one they hate um nomads. Obviously they can't stand homeless people. They don't like nomads. Everything's so restrictive there. And it's sad because it's a beautiful state. The weather is awesome there. But people don't like the van lifers for sure. And then parking is so tight. Like this would be the biggest vehicle that I would have. I would go back to a little car just as like a daily driver in Cali. But this would be like the biggest vehicle that I would really want in there because parking is tight, especially the areas that I like to be in, just because it has like the Walmarts, the tons of parking. Like I have no issues finding parking in busier cities next to apartment complexes and things like that. But you have to have like smaller vehicles to fit in a lot of those parking ones. I don't know, people, not that they're not there, not that RVs aren't there, but they just make it harder and harder, like, laws and regulations, they keep making it harder for people to just park. I'm always a chicken towing, like, any kinda little trailer. I always get so scared. I'm just like, I just rather have the one vehicle and just take off, and, like, that's it. I don't If I have somewhere to park it, then yes, I would love to have a little travel trailer, stand up, have a nice big comfy bed, um, be able to plug in, have the running water, all that good stuff just in, like, a tinier space, you know? But I don't know. Let me see. Yes, exactly. In Cali, yeah, definitely the parking is expensive. The RV parking, definitely 1,600 to 3,000. Yep. Hey, Rick, you were homeless for 12 years of your life. Yeah. Dang. Yeah, for sure. Like, they that's why I had moved to Barstow, because it was kind of affordable comparing. It was about 700, and then it moved up to 800 a month. And luckily that included the electric and all the utilities. Some of them you still have to pay electric on top of that, which sucks. So Rick, I take it you're not homeless anymore? Do you live in a actual house? If you wanna share, you can share. I still like the idea of having an actual house or having some kind of tiny house, but even that's restrictive. It's getting it's getting better compared to what it was some years ago, because the idea of having, like, this cute little tiny house on a trailer, like a miniature home, was awesome, but then nobody allowed you to park it anywhere. And then now they're popping up where the tiny houses, they even have, like, their own RV park types for tiny houses, and that's pretty cool. I know there's some in Texas. Where else? I think Florida has some, Tennessee has some, and they're just, like, basically all tiny houses, not really RVs. So that's pretty cool. Mm-mm-mm. And this papaya is actually really good. I've had some that have been not good. Not good at all. Mm. So yes, you made it out of California about 15 years ago, and then have a very small house. Awesome. Doesn't it? Oh my gosh. It does. I can imagine. It feels like a castle. My goodness. I bet. Yeah. That's like you hear. Um, I like small homes. I used to have a couple of very small homes. One of them was less than 500 square foot for a two bedroom. And then I had another one that was less than 700 square foot for a two bedroom. Two bedroom, one bathroom. And then, of course, we lived in another home that was huge. It was almost 2,000 square foot. No, it was over 2,000 square foot, four bedrooms and whatnot. That was when I was still married. But then afterwards, I had a couple of very small homes, and those were cool. I liked the efficiency of the smaller homes, like to hardly have any hallways. It just I don't see the point in efficiency of having a long hallway, a foyer. Um, it's just a lot of wasted space for me. Like I don't want to have to pay extra for something I can't even really use. Oh my god, the things that I think of in my head, but it's true. Like I don't want to have to pay for that. That's a wasted space for me. Yeah, once you leave Cali, you save at least 50%, if not more. Isn't that crazy? That's what I've noticed. Even like gas to fuel up my van, as soon as I crossed state lines, it was at least a dollar, if not a almost a dollar and a half cheaper per gallon. That is insane. That is insane. Okay, okay. Let me get closer because it's a little hard to read on my phone. Yeah, this one is over, little over 450 square foot. Much more manageable indeed. Yes, yes, that one that I had, it was a two-bedroom, one bathroom, and then it was kind of like a combination, one big long, I can't even say one big long room, comparing, right? Because it was very small. It was a 480 square foot. So it didn't have like a specific dining room. I think that's why it was a lot smaller too. It was more like a kitchen, dining, living combo, like a half of that house was like one open room like that, and then the other half was the two small bedrooms and the bathroom. The hallway was almost a 3 foot by 3 foot, and it kind of cut the corner. So it wasn't fully a 3 foot by 3 foot hallway, if you want to call it that. Just basically wide enough to go into the bedroom, one bedroom or the other bedroom or the bathroom. Like that was it. There was no wasted space in that house. That was pretty awesome. I like those size. It's easier to maintain, easier to furnish, easier to heat and cool and all that. Like it was really nice. Let's see, pennies to dollars. Is there reasons you chose Cali over other areas? Well, I was born in California. So I was there. Born and raised in Cali till I was 18. So that's what was home. That was home to me. So I was just used to it. And when I turned 18, I joined the army and I left. And then um, I met Cora's dad and we got married. And then we had Cora and we moved around a lot. And then I got to know all these different states and how inexpensive they were, the different kind of weather, the culture. Like it opened up a whole like new world to me. And then I would just go back and forth to Cali and visit more often. But over the years, I just got used to living in like smaller cities and I didn't enjoy California as much. I still love the weather and I think it's really beautiful, but the price of living just it just sucks. It just really sucks. The regulations, the law, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. But yeah, that's why I chose a lot of times to go back to Cali because that's where I'm from. But at the same time, yeah, it's ridiculous and I can't see myself paying $1 million for a basic 2-bedroom house. Like, that's insane. And you might get a deal for maybe $800,000 for a 2-bedroom. How crazy is that? And I'm talking like Southern Cali. That's just that is insane to me. Insane. I can go to like Texas and purchase something for a bit over 100,000 for a 2-3 bedroom house. For probably the same kind of house. Or like where I was in Oklahoma, in Kansas, I know, Bonita, in Kansas, it's very affordable too. Like Oklahoma, like Texas, like all these areas here, all these states around here, they're very affordable comparing. Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, that's why. I had my in-laws, one set of in-laws in Kansas, so I lived there for a little while. And then um, the other in-laws were from Oklahoma, and then they were in Texas for a few years. But yeah, I got to know like all those states. And although the weather, I had to adjust to the weather, the hot and humidity. Once I left Cali, once I left Southern Cali, I had to adjust big time to that kind of weather. Oh, that was tough. That was tough. Let me see. Rick says California has a way of keeping you stuck. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's true. It took me until I was 21 to get out, homeless, 9 years old. Ooh, wow. With your mother and 2 brothers. Wow. It was difficult to get out. I lived in oh, okay. Yeah, I know where that's at. In Enid, Oklahoma. Okay. Yeah, I used to have a house in the southwest part of Oklahoma, Lawton. I don't know if you've heard of that one. Uh, Off like the 44. It was a little bit over an hour south of the city, Oklahoma City. That's where I had a couple houses before, and they're super affordable. Yes, definitely, Bonita. For sure, for sure. They they take themselves and their companies and their money out of Cali because it's so ridiculous. And I've even heard where Cali charges them like I can't remember what the term is called, but basically like an exiting our state tax. Like they tax them to leave, which is crazy. Well, hello, hello, Myers. Hi. Yeah, people just want to leave Cali because it's so ridiculous. Let me get closer, guys, so I can read y'all's comments. Um, okay, okay. Oh, you worked all over Oklahoma in the oil field. Okay, I got you. Yeah, that's where, like they say, um, some of these states, like Texas, Florida, some states have no taxes or no state tax, I should say, and that they're super cheap and this and that. But like I noticed when I was in Oklahoma, it was still cheaper than Texas. It was still way cheaper, even if you pay the state taxes. Just the price of living was way cheaper. Um, let's see, Granny Prepper, hi. Your son bought a 3-bedroom, 1,300 square foot in San Diego. Oh my goodness, 650,000 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago, right now. Whew. Oh my God, that's crazy. Like I could live my whole life with just that amount of money, right? I could live a dang good life. Oh my gosh. And I think I live like awesome off like $1,000 a month or less. Like I live pretty good. I can't even imagine. Oh my God. That's like 3,000 to 4,000 mortgage plus all your utilities plus vehicle payments plus this plus that, and if you have kids, even more expenses. Like you need like $10,000 a month just to be okay living in Cali. You have an adult ADHD and autism. Oh, you have adult ADHD and autism, but I'm not handicapped. Well, that's good. Yeah. Rick, definitely cheaper than most places. Yes, for sure, for sure. Meyer says we have state taxes here in West Virginia. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's only like a handful that don't. A handful of states that don't have the state taxes. And Rick says 650,000 is unmanageable or unimaginable to me. I've never seen that kind of money. Oh my God, I feel the same. I feel the same. Uh, Even paying over 100,000 for a really nice house, even that's like, ooh, really? It's how much? Yeah, yeah. See, we got kind of lucky. It was a fixer upper. The very first tiny house that we got here in Oklahoma. We ended up getting a pretty good deal. We had to fix some things to it, but we only bought it for $9,000. And then we probably spent closer to 3,000 upgrading a little here and there. And of course, it was still like a fixer upper. It was still leaning a little bit and it had its issues, but it was livable. We were living there for a few years. And then the past a few years, I had purchased another home that was also a two-bedroom. It was under 700 square foot, 680 square foot, I want to say. Also a two-bedroom, one bathroom, and this one was right under 40,000. But that was like a year, two-ish, almost 2 years ago. But now even since then, the prices still keep going up. I'm like, they need to go back down. I want to buy something but affordable, not crazy. Now all I see on Zillow is like almost condemned looking homes for 50, 60,000. Great. I don't know if you guys can you guys hear me? Can you see me? I was getting a call and I'm not sure if I'm buffered, if I'm frozen. Can you guys see me?
My bad.
Oh, yeah, Corey, I'm on live stream.
My bad. I didn't see that. Look at my hair.
Oh my gosh. I
I
hope
hope they can still hear you.
Yeah, I hope so. I flipped the camera and flipped it back. I hope you guys can see me.
Let us know if you guys can hear us.
Yeah. Yeah, anytime I receive like a call or something, it'll get messed up for some reason or they can't hear me. I don't know.
Oh,
I
nice.
can't
You can hear us.
Okay, awesome. Thanks, Bonita. Let me see. See, Granny Prepper says, I agree, Rick. I could live on that the rest of my life. Exactly, exactly. I could live off of that even if I don't get any interest off of it. I'm the type of person that can literally stretch a dollar and live so good. Like to me, luxury is like spending 1,000 to 1,500 a month. I'm living in like luxury. Like I don't know how some people like they can't do it unless they're spending 5,000, 10,000 a month. Like I I don't know.
What are y'all talking about?
Right now we're talking about how expensive Cali is and why I chose Cali. What else was the question?
You gonna tell them why you're not gonna live there anymore? You don't
Well,
even
just
want to visit?
yeah, I'm to the point where I don't even want to go visit anymore. I've been burnt out on Cali. But no, we're talking about like the price of living in other states compared to Cali.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Okay. Cool. Thank you guys for letting me know you guys can hear me and see me. Good deal. Yeah, sometimes it's just like my internet goes, but good deal. Getting so dark, it's so cloudy.
Yeah, it just rained here maybe a couple hours ago again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, then we were talking about how Granny Prepper said that her son a couple years ago bought a house for $650,000 over in
Mm.
San Diego. And
Darn.
then we were talking about how we could probably live off of that our entire life
Yeah.
and like live a good life with just that amount of
Yeah. Heck yeah.
money.
Yeah. The houses we're trying to get over here, they're like, for the ones that we can afford, are like, um, I think our max is like 185,000. That we could live comfortable and we don't have to stress out. Which we're trying to like lowball all these people, but it's
Mm-hmm.
like the homeowners still owe so much, and it's like they wouldn't even take like 140,000 cash. It's like, man.
Dang. Yeah, I was eating my papaya.
Oh, girl.
Yeah. Granny Prepper says she's gonna go see her son and his family for Christmas. Oh, that'll be so nice.
That would be nice.
Yeah. And then Meyer says it's almost Thanksgiving.
Whoop whoop.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is almost Thanksgiving. The holidays are here. All the
His
Hallmark.
birthday is on Wednesday.
Oh.
He works though, so we're gonna do something on uh Tuesday. That's when the election is too.
Mm-hmm.
Whoop whoop.
Yeah, that's when we're gonna find out who's gonna be the next president and vice president.
Who's gonna be the next guinea pig?
Hmm. I don't know. I just know things need to get affordable.
Sure do.
And Rick says it was a pleasure meeting you. I hope you get where you want in life. Thank you, thank you. Eventually you will see your dreams come true. I feel it. I'm subbing to your channel. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, well, my dreams keep changing over time. Like I wanted to acquire so much, and now I'm more like I just want to be comfortable and I want to enjoy my daughter and my granddaughter. Like that's my main focus now. Like
Heck yeah.
um as far as like acquiring more things, I don't really have that desire like I used to. Now it's just I just want to be close to my daughter, my granddaughter, enjoy them, see them grow. If by the way, my co-host here is my daughter, if you guys don't know. Um her name is Cora, and all I see is like the ceiling. But yeah, I just want to be close to her and close to my granddaughter. She just had what 6 months, coming up on 6 months old.
Yeah. Almost 6 months, girl.
Yeah, I know. Time's going by so fast.
A little over a week and she'll be 6 months. That's
Yes.
crazy.
And then Meyer says, "Yep, I'm for Trump."
Whoop whoop.
And then, hey, do you have more kids or you're done? Uh, me? I only have my co-host here, Cora, my daughter. I just have the one. She has one only. Um, I
So
think
far.
they do want to have more. So yeah, she has one so far.
I hope so. We had a miscarriage not too long ago, a couple months ago.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully we have more. And there's C-section babies too, so hopefully my body can take that. I don't want to have them too much, like too old, like in my 30s or whatever, because it's
That's
not
old.
old, but it's like just the wearing, just to have the surgery again. It's not gonna it's gonna be harder each time. So
yeah, I hope to have more grandbabies, but I mean, if I only have the one, then I have the perfect one.
she the one.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Can you see it?
Yeah, you gonna? Oh my God, you gonna trim your hair?
Yeah, it's so uneven.
Oh,
I'm gonna try my best.
well,
Make it
it's
more
gonna
even.
be uneven that way too.
Yeah, but it'll be better hopefully.
Yeah. I need to rinse these. My spork and my knife.
That's how you know I'm bored, girl. Little Chunks is just in her crib playing with her little toys, watching Miss Rachel.
Let's
Like it's some
see.
me time right now, girl.
Bernie says my granddaughter is 5.1 months. Aw.
Aww.
About like my grandbaby.
Yeah,
About 5 months. Yay.
yeah. She'll be 6 months.
On the
Um,
14th.
yeah, on the 14th.
Yeah, buddy. Says I'd rather have a million small dreams come true instead of spending my entire life chasing one huge. Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yeah, that's true. I think it might be a little bit different as far as like women's dreams and men's dreams. I think that makes a difference too.
For sure.
Because our goals can be different, and some could be the same, but some could be different. I don't aspire to have like huge businesses and corporations, and I know men do because it's just been where they're the providers, right? So like they obviously have different goals, different whatever than we do most of the time. What did I do with my? Oh, there it is. Got to put my stuff up, put it where it goes, because even in such a small space, everything gets lost. And I didn't even need to use my deep plate. I was telling them earlier that I should make a video said how to eat fruit the right way, or in a van or van life or something.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of videos where I just think of the what to do, but I just don't actually do them.
You should do a video on van life etiquette.
What
So
would
like
that be
whenever
like?
you park in public places or even around other van lifers.
Yeah, I don't know. What is a C-section? Basically, where you don't have your baby born naturally, they have to cut your stomach open and pull the baby out.
You have to have surgery to get your baby out.
Yeah. Let me get y'all a little bit closer now that I don't have the papaya that I'm eating. It's so cloudy and dark here. Let's see. You had two C-sections, 2 years apart, 28 and 30 years old now. Woo.
Woo! Did you heal better the first time or the second time?
That's a
Because
good
this
question.
first time mine got all infected and it's still like all raw and crazy.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much, Myers. They cut your stomach open and it comes out that way. Yeah, Granny Prepper, was it easier to heal the first time or the second C-section?
Ooh.
And Bernie says, my daughter had a C-section, emergency, almost lost both of them. Oh my goodness, that's scary. Oh Lord, that is so scary. Ugh, I can't even imagine.
Yeah, I had to give. I had preeclampsia, so I had to give birth a bit earlier. But I mean, she's the basically I got the C-section because she was breached, and they were wanting to like dope me up and turn her over in my stomach.
Yeah.
And um, even people in the hospital, like the phlebotomist and all these different people, they were saying that they had that done, and they had to have emergency C-sections because the placenta would rupture, or some things would rupture,
Oh,
or the umbilical cord got caught in something or whatever.
yeah.
So I was like, just do me a C-section. I think Granny Prepper said that too.
Yeah.
Just do a C-section. It's too
Yeah,
much.
just go ahead and do the C-section because trying to have the baby flipped and like hardly ever works.
Yeah, and I was already having issues with the placenta and stuff, so
Yeah.
I did
So
not
guys,
want to.
now you guys can see me. I've got my light here, so that helps. It's just so dark.
How was everybody's Halloween?
Let me see. Well, Granny Prepper says she healed about the same for
Oh,
both
okay.
of them. Then Bernie says you really need to take care in a C-section. Please baby yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, she had where it got infected and they had to go and clean it up a little bit and
They
they
had
had to
to
heal.
reopen me.
Yeah.
They had to open me back up, and then it was still getting infected. But yeah, it was hard because Hayden works like 14 hours a day.
Mhm.
So with the dogs and everything, it was pretty hard to do
Oh,
everything.
looks kind of weird. I'll hold this up here. You got your own candy at the store for Halloween. Oh man. I remember as a kid it was so exciting. Not so much now. If anything, I'll watch more of a scary movie or a thriller or something. But as far as like the candy and all that, I don't get all excited about the candy anymore. Yeah. Are you doing layers to your hair? What are you
Kind
doing?
of. Just kind of continuing it, I guess.
Yeah.
Because I would have some, which is still going to be jacked up, but I had some parts that were more jacked up than others, so I'm trying to even it out.
Yeah. Yes, Myers. The baby kicked in the belly, moved around. Um, I even felt her have hiccups one time. Yes. But
Yeah, we
that was
saw baby Dia have hiccups on the ultrasound.
yeah.
Their big old belly.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's good. I can hear the thunder rolling through. Kind of a little sprinkle. Hopefully it's not too bad. But what a difference this light makes, my gosh. Otherwise, look how dark it is.
It's a bit more even. I don't want to show too much, but it's all crazy fied right now. But at least the ends are kind of
Yeah.
the same.
Yeah, I just have my hair up today. I do need to trim my ends for sure, but anyways,
So how about it, girl?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get off of here pretty soon.
Dang, girl, the party just started.
Girl, bye. No, I've already been on here for well over an hour, so um yeah, thank y'all for coming by, commenting, having a good conversation with me. It was a pretty good one today, Cora.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had sent you the link to come on here.
a long time ago.
Yeah, a long time ago. I know you were busy with the baby too, so I
Yeah, she
wasn't
had
sure
just
if you
woke
were
up
gonna.
and she's kind of dozing off, and then she wakes up and plays. She didn't
Yeah.
have a nightmare. She was just screaming. I was trying to draw, and she's just screaming. I'm like, girl, and then she's screaming so hard she farts.
Oh, oh my gosh.
Oh, and yesterday she took a screenshot. She like sneezed and farted at the same time.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you, Bernie. Yeah,
Adios.
thank you, Prepper. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna get off here and clean up a little bit more. And I will hopefully make a video and post it sometime this week. Something exciting. I don't know. You guys can suggest like video topics, video ideas for um, my weekly. I've been making them like what do you call it? Once a week videos plus the live stream on Sundays. So I think that that's okay for now. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye.
Bye.